Hey guys, it's me again, and kind of want to do a video on a dream I had that I had like very long time ago. I was 9, I think, pretty early, pretty pretty young when I had this dream. Very mature for my age so far. As you can clearly probably see if you know this channel for a long time, you will probably know that I'm very mature for my age, as you guys could really tell. All my dreams are very gory. Like, it's very cliched as well. It's something that you would expect to be in like a comic book or something that you will find on a very terrible low budget TV show, something like that. Very cliched. So basically, it involves me walking on the street somehow by myself, and somehow I'm adult in this time that this happened. Walking in the street, it looks like if you guys don't know, it looks like, I would say, old-timey London at the middle of the night. Very creepy. Roads are rocky, stone, brick, kind of like that. Very old-timey. Somehow it has present technology, even though it looks like the 1800s. Weird. I don't know how, but this is dream logic. Nobody knows how it works. It just does. And it just works, okay? Just go with it. So, just walking down the street as my adult self, I would consider myself around it 25, 18-year-old, by myself somehow, in the middle of the night, for some reason. Don't know how I did it, how I got there, why I'm doing this, why I'm walking back home. I don't even know where I live. And all of a sudden, my adult self blacked the fuck out on the street. On the freaking street. All of a sudden, blank, done, black, all black. And then, soon enough, I don't know. I woke up in a jail cell in the middle of what looks like a sewer. It looks disgusting. Looks like there's like something flowing out of like a weird pipe. It's very, very classic. Like there's like seaweed or something stuck to it. The water was like dark and murky. There was like sewage coming out of it. It was real nasty looking. But oh god, that did not compare to the smell. It smelled like shit. And throw up. Had a baby. And then ate it and shit it out again. And then you just threw up all over it. Imagine the 2 girls, 1 cup thing. Hopefully, from what I heard, it's very disgusting. 2 girls poop in a cup and throw up all over it and eat it. Disgusting. Imagine that. But both of them ate that poop in a jar, in a cup or something. Threw up all over it again. And then ate it back up. That's how disgusting it would have smelled. Jesus, you could die in there. You couldn't even breathe. Jeez, I was trying to hold my breath, pulling my shirt up to my nose, and it wasn't, like, somehow my clothes disappeared, like, what the fuck? I had nothing but a raggedy, like a fucked up tank top. I was like, what the fuck? Trying to cover up my mouth as I breathe. All of a sudden, I see some weird pale-looking dude pull up. And all of a sudden, this guy is telling me, get the fuck out of here. You're not supposed to be here. And he was like, sounding hella calm, like he does this for a living. And all of a sudden, he pulls me with some unnatural strength, pulling me with one hand. And I look like a dude that was like at least 150 or like 130. Pretty heavy, light build, something like that. Really weird. I have high visions of myself. very high ego. All of a sudden, he pulled me up with one hand. I was like, what the fuck? I was just thinking of that, trying to stay quiet just in case, trying not to piss off the dude that has superhuman strength. I noticed that for some reason, I connected pale skin with super strength to be a vampire. And clearly he was. I was like, I don't even know how this was possible, but it happened. He was a vampire. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how is this even possible? I was thinking about it. All of a sudden, I realized I was in a dream the whole time. And I finally realized I was in a dream. That's the first. And holy shit, was this crazy. Soon enough, he threw me into some kind of cage, and it was freaking dark. It was like spikes or jagged edges, pieces of metal that were rusted off. Pretty disgusting looking place. Not cool, not a good place to hang out. It was not great. Not a good place. It was disgusting. And then somehow there was people surrounding here. I don't understand none of it. But this guy somehow said, you should be fine. I was struggling. I didn't want to. He threw me in there already. I don't know what happened. I'm in the tank top with shorts on. I don't know what's happening here. I was like, okay, so I'm in a dream now. I could get up and wake myself up. And I did everything. I hurt myself. I literally did everything. I punched myself, hold my breath a couple times. I did not even try to touch the sewage. Even if I could have woke up with that, I would not touch that. Even if I knew I was in a dream, I would never touch that. It's disgusting. This is pretty detailed, but soon enough, there was 3 other gates. There was one behind me, 3 in the northwest and east, kind of looking more like a compass, and then at each point it would be a gate. That's pretty much what it looked like. Very little light coming down. Somehow there was like tiny cracks in the top. Weird. It was like still nighttime somehow. I'm pretty sure this happened in an hour at least. Somehow they kidnapped me, took off my clothes somehow, and threw me in a cage that was kind of covered in blood. So basically, it's soon enough the gates open, and first thing I see, a freaking zombie. I was like, what? No. Oh god. I was like, okay, I'm gonna die. Because I do not know how to fight, first of all. And second, I don't even have dream powers to even make this happen. I do not know how to fight in this. So basically, zombies shambling towards me, slowly crawling, trying to get up to me, taking bites. Wow. I was surprised that, these TV shows make them look scarier than they actually do. Even though he was scary, he was intimidating. Yes, covered in blood, bits coming off. It's not as frightening because he was super slow. Abnormally slow. Like he was... Like so many chunks of his leg were coming off. That, seriously, that you literally could, like he can't even walk no more. He was twitching, he was shaking a little bit when he walks. It was very sad to watch. Very, very sad to watch. To watch him to walk around, it was so sad. I even felt bad for a zombie that was meant to kill me. I felt bad, and that says a lot. Like, geez, you could like, hopefully you could imagine this zombie slowly. I could like take a one step to the right and he would fall down trying to grab me. I literally just stepped on him with all I could and then try to mercy kill him. Oh my gosh, he was on the ground. I stomped on his head. His head like, imagine like Jello, and then like a foot just it just goes everywhere, and then bits come out. I was like, oh, Jesus, is nasty to watch that. My God, it's disgusting, but had to do it, or it's it or me. And then all of a sudden, a announcer or some kind said, "All right, next battle," in a NFL's kind of style where they sound very excited, and I was like, this is some really fucked up game show in this. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm gonna die here if I don't wake up soon. And all of a sudden, okay, then they throw a vampire at me. I was like, what? This is going so fast. I couldn't even think. All I saw was pure red. And I just tried everything. I was pulling him, grab whatever the fuck I can. He threw me at the wall. It was disgusting. He scratched me a couple times. He took a bite on my neck. I pulled him off somehow. I found a rock next to me. It was pretty sharp. I tried to bash him through the head. It clearly did not work. It was it was not going good for me. I was almost dead. And I just remember that they only die with either head cut off or stabbed to the heart. I did my best. I stabbed it through the heart somehow. Still have the 2 bites off my neck. Still, blood is coming out, literally. Yeah, feeling colder, weaker, numb on the neck, not normal. Struggling to breathe a little bit now. I'm panicking. I was like, am I gonna die? And I knew I was. I definitely knew I was gonna die. It was super. This happened very quick. He said, this human is gonna die. Hold up. And bring a team down to help him. And it didn't work, of course. They sent down 3 other vampires wearing caps. They look like people that you will see coming out of an ambulance. Came out, blacked out because of blood loss. They threw me in a freaking jail cell back again. But this time it looks a little bit better. It looks a little fancier. It's not dark and weird and creepy. It actually looks like a decent jail cell, even though it was still a jail cell. It was better than the one I started with, at least. So I guess that was my prize for winning 2 battles. I almost died the other one though, so that was pretty sad. Gave me it was a better jail cell, and the paramedic dude he sat me up. He said, "Are you feeling okay?" I was like, "Yes, I'm feeling a lot better than what I started with." He said, "You look a little more paler. Are you okay? Has anything happened during the battle?" I described what the attacks from the vampire was looking like. I even showed him the 2 marks, and he said that would explain a lot, because all of a sudden, really, he just told me, you're a vampire," in a also very calm voice. I don't know what's with the vampires and very calm, but he said, "How are you feeling?" He said, I was like, "I'm feeling alright." He's like, most people don't survive this stage after being bit. Yeah, more like a zombie infection. Once you get bit, you usually should die. But this is not. But somehow you survive, so you're very lucky somehow. And I was like, at least I was like, finally, something new. I could get powers. I could fly. I could turn into a bat. He's like, I accidentally said that out loud. He was like, nah, you don't. Those are very offensive stereotypes you guys made up. It's like, I was like, then what could you do? It's like, we have some incredible strength. we do need blood occasionally, but we do eat normal human food. So we blend in completely fine. You might have seen a couple people around. I was like, okay. What else? He's like, really? You could smell better, I guess. And all of a sudden, I just realized I could smell. I got this sewer smell just came rushing back to me. I was like, oh God, it smelled twice as bad. I was like, oh shit. Oh God, I actually did throw up that time. It was disgusting. I could smell it. It was like, yeah, you should be getting used to that soon, or else you're not gonna have a nice time down here. I told him I already don't have a nice time. What the hell? It's like, he's like, you won. This is only for today. This is you. You have to come back here every day from now on. You cannot go. You cannot, or else we will kill you. So this is now a job for me that's forever. It's like, and then as I was walking throughout the door, he said, also be careful out there. You will not die from the sunlight. You will not shine or glow, but it will burn a little. It will seriously damage your skin. It will hurt. You've been down here for at least 2 days now. I was like, what I thought was a couple, like 6 hours, turned out to be around 2 days. I was like, oh no, this was bad, very bad. Okay, and I was like, okay, what else? What else, Mr. Captain Obvious? And he said, really, you have to be careful. Don't let anybody else know about this. If anybody, and you have to keep this a secret, or else you will have to die either way. I was like, okay, what else? He said, that's pretty much it. And as I closed the door, he said, what? One thing. I was like, okay, what? Feeling frustrated now that he didn't tell me the other 2 times that he could have told me, but alright. Yeah, what else? He said that, you, specifically you, he just shrugged and he's like, never mind. I was like, what's so important that you don't want to tell me? He was like, he said, yeah, he just said, never mind, you could go now. I'm feeling very curious. I was still wondering, what is this guy hiding from me? And he pushed me out the door, and I was back on the street. I guess I was in a regular hospital. Skin feeling really hot. Oh, I was like, ooh, this was getting very uncomfortable. I checked my phone. Somehow I got my stuff back. I checked my phone, and the temperature was like a 70. It was in the 70s, and that's pretty normal temperature. And I was like, it felt like 110. Ooh, man, it was burning hot. Gee, I gotta die. Seriously, ooh, like a couple seconds after, I could see my skin turning red. I was like, oh, I got a sunburn. And I was like, it's been a couple minutes, actually. And I try to cover up all my skin with like hoodies and stuff like that. Look very, very, how would you say it? What was it? What was that word? You look very, I don't know, very sketchy? Yeah, I look very sketchy. I look like a drug dealer that mixed with a robber trying to hide something. Very obvious. And I'm going to end this story here. This is going to be a episode by episode kind of story. And I have other dreams that are more crazy. But this is really just part one. This is where it ends, actually. I woke up after this. Never had a continuing to this story. It's pretty crazy at the beginning. That was really it. Walking out with curiosity, pretty much, and it ends there. I just got sunburned. Dream, end. That's it. And I woke up, and I was like, whoa, that was crazy. And I went on to tell my other brother about it, my older brother about it, and he was like, "Oh, damn!" He's like, and then he also had a crazy dream that I totally forgot because I wasn't even listening. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.